Well, good evening, race fans of the internet. Welcome back to Talking Dirt TV. As tonight we're bringing you a feature presentation of the DOB Big Block Modified Series live from the dirt track at Bristol. My name is Ryan Williams. Joining me tonight will be longtime co-host of TDTV, Mr. Matt Bridgen, as we join you with 30 cars live from the Bristol Motor Speedway here for 200 laps in round number 9 of the third season for the DOB Big Block Modifieds. As we join you, we're getting right into some qualifying here. And we will first look at the driver number 79 here, Billy Rowley, as he will be the first one on the clock. Let's pull up the timing board there on the left-hand side of your screen. Let's get this party started tonight here at the dirt track at Bristol Motor Speedway. As Tupper working on lap number 2. Eric Tupper, a one-time, make it two-time actually winner this season. Tupper winner in round 5 and round 7. Comes into tonight looking for a big night to boost his points run here. Tupper still quick time after a few cars have come through with a couple of laps. Let's look on here with Joshua Piquel, if we can find him. 4th quick on lap number 1 for the 33P winner last time out over at the I-55 Speedway in Pevely, Missouri. And here is Piquel working lap number 2. He comes down the front stretch, cross start-finish line, and he will keep it 5th, it looks like, for Piquel, as he does not move an inch. Here we go. Justin Sick, car number 15 on the speedway now. And he, I believe, yep, he'll be back on there. Looked like he ran out of time for a second, but we'll follow along here as the number 15 of Justin Sick. Here on lap number 2, 22nd on lap number 1. Sick down to the bottom of the speedway here out of turn number 4 across the start-finish line. And Justin Sick will end it 22nd quick here. Cody Terry done with his laps as well. Brett Strickler looks like the only car that does not take a time here, as that will conclude qualifying. Matt, we welcome you in here as we do conclude qualifying. Gonna be a big night here at the dirt track at Bristol Motor Speedway. 200 laps and over 30 cars signed in. I believe we are in for a treat here. Let's see how the cookie crumbles in this one.
Yeah, I'm still not quite in yet. Having to deal with a few updates here, but I am getting there. But yeah, I'm excited for this long race here at Bristol. Big track, so hopefully all the racing goes pretty good.
Absolutely. And while you try to get loaded in there, we're going to take everybody through our starting lineup here tonight for your B main event. Jordan LaFawn, Justin Sick on row number 1, Tyler Isley, Dakota Kuhn, Cody Terry, Matt Westfall, Larry Moody, Tim Burner, Jimmy Barr, Christopher Lynn, and Brett Strickler, all going to take to the track for this 10-lap B main event as we get set to take to the track for that one. I believe the only car we're missing, let's see if we're missing anybody, actually. We might just be waiting on the time to expire here to let them out of the pit road. Great looking track here tonight at the Bristol Motor Speedway, as there goes Jordan LaFawn. Justin Sick going to lead this field out onto the speedway as we get set for a barn burner of a B main here tonight. So 11 cars in the B main. I believe 5 will transfer, if I'm not mistaken. It should be 25 to start the main event here with the DOB Big Block Modified Series tonight. As we come in, of course, the last race was at the Federated Auto Parts Raceway at I-55 in Pevely, Missouri. That one was won by Josh Piquel. Eric Tupper won a week earlier at the Lucas Oil Speedway. And back on December 1st, Kevin Hanley was the big winner at the Eldora Speedway. Standings coming into tonight, Piquel has a 37-point lead over Hanley, who's 4 points to the good over Chris Roberts. That's your top 3 in points, Piquel, Hanley, and Roberts. As we come into tonight with just 2 races remaining. Tonight we have the Bristol Motor Speedway dirt track, and next Thursday to cap off the season, dirt track at Charlotte, 100 laps to crown a champion. And if Piquel continues his dominant season, it very well may be him lifting the trophy at the end of the season. So here we go. B-man event about to take to the green flag as we get set to come out of turn number 4 with the pace truck off of the speedway. Exactly right. As LaFon's on the loud pedal, you got Sick right on his outside here. Justin Sick going to take the outside, use it to perfection here. Coming down the back straightaway on lap number 1. Sick, your new leader as we head into 3 and 4. Look back behind these guys. Tyler Isley behind him's 3 wide. Dakota Coon, Cody Terry, Larry Moody, all in a bunch here. 9 laps to go. There's contact. 96 of Coon making the 2 car on your screen there. He has a little bit of problems there working down turn number 3, but looks like we will have a caution here. And the caution, let's see if we can figure out who it'll be for. No, we cannot. Let's look back at Christopher Lynn. Don't see any damage on Lynn's 48 off the top. There is a little bit of right side damage on Christopher Lynn's number 48. So we will kind of speculate that maybe those two involved there. Christopher Lynn, Tim Burner, both cars with heavy right side damage. As we sit here on lap number 2 here. They're going to cycle around here. 8 laps still remaining here. 2 laps going to go in the books. Trying to figure out which one I like better here for tonight. Let's see. I think we'll go with this one for the evening, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? This overlay seems to be working pretty good as we continue to work a yellow flag condition here. Lights do go out on the iRacing pace car. As the field resets through a little bit of live timing and scoring, is Justin Sick will lead us to the green. Now on the inside, we saw the outside be very, very crucial for Sick on the initial start, where Jordan LaFawn have the advantage this time. As we get set to take the green flag, heading down the back straightaway here. Good look at your field here. Lots of good cars stuck in this B main. Brett Strickler among the bunch. Larry Moody. Tyler Isley we've seen flashes of speed from as well in the past. As Justin Sick, newcomer for the season, will lead us back to green out of turn number 4 here for your first restart in this B main. And we are green as it flies down the front straightaway, and we race down into turns 1 and 2. Sick looks like he's going to slide up the track. No, he won't, as LaFawn's going to have the momentum there. As we have got caution for Larry Moody. As Mr. Moody takes a spin over in turns 1 and 2. Let's see what happens here. There's contact between he and the 9 of Terry. Oh, whoa, what happened to Dakota Coon there? Wow, Dakota Coon in the number 2 machine. Just looked like he got off the loud pedal there as we headed into turns 1 and 2. There's a little contact between he and the 17. Coon checks up after that. And then Larry Moody gets into the back of him. And around goes the St. Louis, Missouri native. They're in car number 73. Let's take it back live here as we work our second caution in this B main, which does not bode well. 200 laps supposed to be on tap next for these DOB Big Block Modifieds. As we sit under our second caution of the night here in just the B main. Matt, have you made your way in here yet? Good looking field we've got. And a big night for points here, as there's a good chance that either Piquel starts to run away with this one, or one of these guys behind him starts to catch him. Hanley looked good in qualifying. So did Roberts. So these guys really got their work cut out for them tonight.
Yeah, I'm finally in here now, so getting to see the racing now, see what the competition's looking like. Ready to get back under green flag here.
Yeah, well, right now the competition's looking slow as we're working our second caution so far. Just 3 laps into this race as the lights go out. You're going to stay single file as Justin Sick in car number 15. Looks like he will lead us back to a green flag. Under single file racing conditions. LaFawn had a bit of momentum there on the outside for that restart. Has he found something new, or will Justin Sick slide up in his way? We'll find out as the green flag flies out of turn number 4. And we're back underway with your B main tonight with the DOB Big Block Modifieds. And behind these guys already piling up just about as Strickler and the bunch just about get together. As we'll throw it up to the big cams as Strickler makes more contact. This time with a 54 machine. I believe that's Westfall there. And Westfall going to fall back to the back. 5 laps, 6 laps remaining now. As Justin Sick leads Jordan LaFawn, Cody Terry, Tyler Isley, Dakota Kuhn. Your top 5 and transferring into the A main so far. And behind Kuhn, we've got a hard charger here, Brett Strickler. And restarted at the tail, did not take a time in qualifying. Now Strickler has his work cut out for him if he wants to make tonight's A main. As he made quick work there of Burner, now working towards Kuhn. Christopher Lynn some issues, but he will pull off the speedway. And we'll show you the gaps here with just 4 laps to go. Remember that big battle right now, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Dakota Kuhn, Brett Strickler battling for the last transfer spot. As I believe it'll just be 5 from here going into tonight's main event. As Justin Sick continues to lead 3 laps to go here at the dirt track at Bristol. LaFawn down the bottom, Terry up top as well. Tyler Isley, Dakota Kuhn was inching his way towards him. Coming around 2 to go this time. And here comes the 38 car. Brett Strickler trying to get into this mix as he wants to battle for that 5th and final transfer spot with just 2 laps to go.
Yeah, I've been keeping my eye on the lap times here in the past 3 laps. Brett Strickler has been turning faster times than Dakota Kuhn, so maybe he's got enough time this last lap to close the gap up here.
Well, while Strickler tries to close the gap on Kuhn, Kuhn's trying to close the gap on Isley, but all these drivers might run out of time as Justin Sick and Jordan LaFawn were battling there in 3, but Sick's going to take the advantage. Checkered flag. Sick wins the B main. LaFawn 2nd. Terry 3rd, Isley 4th. Kuhn does come home 5th. Burner beats out Strickler. Brett Strickler with some issues there coming to the checker. Let's see what happens here for Brett Strickler. As I believe he might have tried something crazy. Watch him in turn number 3. Slides way up the track and into the wall. Yeah, Brett Strickler really went for it there. And it did not work. So that keeps him, I believe, let's see, possibly out of tonight's main event. As it looks like we are going to get set here for a little bit of hot laps, excuse me, not qualifying, hot laps. As here are your results for that B main that we just witnessed here. Sick 1, LaFawn, Terry, Isley, Kuhn, Burner, Moody, Barr, Westfall, Strickler, Lynn, a DNF for that one. So, Matt, we got some hot lap time here to see what these guys can lay down. And I am excited for tonight's 200 lap main event. It's going to be the longest race that we've seen so far. But these guys, we saw there the B main, they chip off some laps very quickly when this thing gets single filed out. And so far so good as these guys putting up some nice lap times already here in the warm-ups. They put up some good lap times in the warm-ups earlier. Now your second set of warm-ups, and we'll see what everybody's got under the hood here. Is Justin Sick going to be the first one? Flat 17, so a good lap time from Sick, but yeah, a lot of really, really fast race cars signed in tonight.
Yeah, and when you go to big tracks, people always talk about the big one, but I don't think there's gonna be a big one. I think there's gonna be a big few, man. This track get up so fast in these dirt cars, and they, these big wrecks are gonna happen just like you see they do in real life.
Oh, so yeah, absolutely. I can totally see it, and luckily on the sim, none of the turtles down at the bottom of the turns 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So we won't see anybody, hop to the infield during this race, I don't believe. But this track going to get nice and worked in here in this warm-up, so a good idea to let them run the full warm-up. Just to push it out as wide as you can, make this track as wide as possible. And a lot of guys you already see ripping the lip here is Justin Sick, who we just saw win the B main. Matt, he's the fastest car on the speedway right now. As they start to peel off here as everybody comes crashing in here to end the warm-up session. And we will have to see, Matt, what the invert will be tonight to determine what the starting lineup will be. But there you go. That's your top 20 here in hot laps before we get set for tonight's 200-lap B-Main 6. Stoltz, Sheridan, Piquel, Perigo, LaFawn, Bragman, Zarfos, Tupper, Rowley here in the hot lap session. So hot laps don't count, Matt. We know that, but a lot of really, really fast race cars here before we get set for this 200-lap main event. Some surprising names up there as well. Michael Sheridan back with us. Kyle Stoltz really, really quick here at Bristol. So a lot of these guys really have a shot to etch their name in stone here at the last great Coliseum.
And I see in the chat it says invert of 0, so straight lineup tonight.
Straight lineup. Very, very good to know, as that will make the job easier for your pole sitter a little bit later, as he will have that preferred, probably, I think they're doing preferred line if I'm not mistaken. So possibly picks the outside there, but we saw in that B main, inside, outside, didn't really matter. Most of these guys are so tit for tat here that, like I said, that will not matter. A bunch of good-looking race cars here as well. Justin Sick, nice paint job there on the number 15 machine. That 3 machine catching my eye as well. Not Darren's 3 machine, but the other 3 machine that I see over there. Not exactly sure who that is. But that Waste Management number 3 there. Of course, Jeremy Zarfos back in the house. Old JZ Photography. Always good to have him. Billy Rowley's number 79 car right in front of him. Kyle Stoltz in the 01 machine, second quick in hot laps. There is current second place man in points, Kevin Hanley, right in front of him. Andrew Mays, 31 car, back with us once again. Check out that number 13 right in front of him. Don't have him on my lineup here, as his iRacing number is a little bit different than his other one. That Waste Management 3 car was Jaden Bingaman. Good to see him here with us. A lot of cars on the back straightaway as well, as we're just kind of shuffling through them here just to take a look. Taylor James back in the number 0. Jeff Sharp there in the 28 car. Lots of good-looking race cars as time does expire. And we will line it up with, oh, Matt, all 30. Wow, all 30 going to tonight's A main event. I believe actually 30 of 31, if I'm being more specific. And here we go. This is how they'll line up. So, qualifying on the pole at a 16.883, it'll be Jason Staney in car number 57. He will be alongside Eric Tupper, 2-time winner this season in car number 115. Starting third, it'll be Darren Detweiler in the 3D. Starting fourth will be John Bragman in car number 4. Rolling off fifth, it'll be Josh Piquel, current points leader in car number 33P. And to his outside, North Carolina's own Chris Roberts, the Catfish, in 93. Moving back row, starting seventh, it'll be Shane Paolo, car number 21. And to his outside, Michael Sheridan, representing the Brent Marks Racing Team, there in car number 25. Starting ninth, it'll be Taylor James in 00. Jeff Sharp will roll off 10th and 28. 11th, it'll be Brett Perigo in car number 1. 12th will be William Hobart there in car number 13. Moving back, Andrew May will start 13th there in car number 31. Kevin Hanley will start 14th. Kyle Stoltz 15th. Billy Rowley 16th. Jeremy Zarfos rolls off 17th in the number 19 machine, representing JZ Photography. Dean Reynolds, car number 18, rolls off 18th. Todd LeBaum starts 19th in the 94 machine. Jaden Bingaman starts 20th in the 29 machine. 21st goes to Justin Sick after winning the B-Main. Jordan LaFawn, 22nd. Cody Terry, 23rd. Tyler Isley, 24th. Then the rest of the field here. Dakota Kuhn will start 25th. Tim Burner, 26th. Larry Moody, 27th. Jimmy Barr, 28th. Matt Westfall, 29th. And Brett Strickler will have to roll off as the caboose of this long, long train tonight at the Bristol Motor Speedway as we get set for 200 laps of green flag racing action off turn number 4. And now the DOB Big Block Modified Series is green. It's showtime at the last great Coliseum here at the Bristol Motor Speedway as we race down into turns 1 and 2. As we've got caution already. And I believe this one is Jaden Bingaman, excuse me. Ooh, yeah, Jaden Bingaman had a car just slam up into him there. Bingaman up and over multiple times here. That will draw caution. Caution for the first time here tonight. Yeah, you got to get used to it. This is gonna be a 200 lap race. We're gonna have a lot of those. A lot of cautions. A lot of clinical errors here by me.
Yeah, one thing I noticed there, you said that the leader has preference, correct?
They have in the past. I'm not 100% sure if they're using that tonight, but they definitely have in the past.
Well, Joseph Steiny was the one fire in there, so Eric Tupper had a good start up there on the outside. I hate to see the caution, put an end to that, but probably one of the best restarts from the outside front row I've seen so far.
Absolutely, yeah. Staney gonna resume here from the lead. Don't mind that 3 of 200 in the books. That is not correct. We have not started this race officially, as the lights are still on the pace car, so we'll at least do one more before we go back green. Might need old Chris to hit that 1 to green button a couple of times here to get us back going. Bingaman in the pits right now in the 3 car trying to repair some damage. See if he'll be able to get back out there before we go back green flag racing. As we'll at least have one more pace lap here. Good look at this field. Lots of good looking race cars here. And we will see, Matt, just how many we have left when we get done tonight at Bristol. Because this place absolutely treacherous, as we've seen both in the sim and real life before.
And now the lights are off. It looks like they're going to restart the single file here, so change it up a little bit. Round out through turns 3 and 4 in the pace car. Did Paul finish second now? And there he goes. And now here goes Jason Steiny. He's going to wait a little bit, full of all, but now he's on the loud pedal. Turn 1, he chooses the high side. Eric Tupper, Darren Detweiler's going to follow through on that high side.
See if we make it through these ones clean and clear here as we look back to the field. Everybody battling side by side so far. Looks like, Matt, oh, Lord, what is going on here? Wow, that thing had a little bit of a freak out there as we stay green. Back to only 3 laps in the books here as caution laps still do not count. But as you said, Jason Steiny is your current race leader, as I believe my timing has caught up and it's ready to go, just like everybody watching at home as Tupper takes second away from Detweiler once again. Detweiler trying to catch up to him. Look back at this battle for 4th right now. Matt Bregman and Piquel single file right now, but that's about to change as Piquel looks to the inside.
It looked like Bregman caught the wall a little bit there, but it's still able to stay good distance in front of Joshua Piquel there going into turn 3. And now Chris Roberts trying to stick his nose up under the 33 machine. Going to bring it back up to the top. Going to get a little bit of ground on Bregman. Going to go down to the bottom. Going to try to throw the slider.
Yeah.
And there he goes.
Yeah, big slide. Oh, caution Cody Terry up and over into the wall for the number 9 car. Let's watch this one as they come out of turn number 2 here. Terry gets up into the wall, starts to go up, gets a little bit of help by the 11 machine. And Terry will get caught at the catch fence, and that looks like it's going to bring an early possible end to his evening here as we step aside, third caution of the night so far, I believe. Let's see. Nope, second caution, excuse me. Second caution of the night here. And, yeah, so far, so good when it comes to racing there. A tough incident for Cody Terry. You hate to see it, like a self-inflicted wound like that. But Terry got up into that wall, and from there was nothing you could do.
Yeah, the Bristol wall is unforgiving in the sim and in real life. Very, very unforgiving. Baseball crosses over. Yep, the lights are off, and we're going back to green.
Excuse me for stepping away there. Had to go grab some high-quality H2O to get us through the rest of this one as we get set for our second restart of the night. Eric Tupper trailing Jason Staney so far. At 115, looking for season win number 3. Darren Detweiler looking to get in the win column for the first time this year. So is Jason Staney. Bragman's been with us for the past few weeks, looking to get a good run out of the number 4. Paquel trying to make it, I believe, let's see here, 3 on the year as well. So Paquel's got 2, Hanley's got 2, Tupper's got 2, a couple others got 1. We're back green flag racing here at the Bristol Motor Speedway off into turns 1 and 2. Staney with a good jump out in front of Tupper.
And Eric Tupper also about as able to create a little bit of distance between Detweiler there. He is on the leader's bumper right now. Pretty tight race between them two.
Yeah.
He's gonna try that high to low coming off of turn 4 there, but I think he's just gonna be able to keep it coming off of 4.
Caution for Justin Sick. Let's see if Tyler Isley's involved as well. I do believe so. So Justin Sick going to bring out another caution here. Those two got into turn number 3 here. We'll watch it from this angle. 17 gets into the 15. 17 just, I guess, arced the corner wrong there. Doesn't get into it as well as the guys in front of him. Contact with him in the 15. And around go both parties involved. Like 81 catches a piece, so does the 11 at the very end there, but that is your third caution of the night as we catch back up with their leader here, Jason Staney, in the unmarked number 57 there. So far, so good, as he has been the benefactor of now 3 cautions, which has made sure that Eric Tupper doesn't even have a chance, as every time Tupper gets up there to try and challenge for the lead, it is met with a yellow flag on the speedway.
I'm ready for them to get green laps ran so that we can see this battle develop. I think it's going to be an interesting one.
Absolutely.
And, hopefully, Mr. Detweiler can have a better restart this time so he can throw his name in the mix.
Yeah, a couple of guys back here that have some potential to get into this battle. Of course, Detweiler, you were talking about. Bragman's fast here tonight. Paquel, always quick. Chris Roberts, you know he's going to be catfishing around the bottom. It's going to pick up speed towards the later part of this race, so never count him out. Neither with Michael Sheridan. Haven't seen him in a few weeks here, but Sheridan looking good so far tonight with the top 10 run. As we said, only a few laps into this race here, I believe, still shy of 10. So we're still working our way towards really getting this thing started. As Staney takes him down the backstretch here as we get set for another single file restart. From what it looks like, Matt, going to be single file from here on out. As we've already had 3 cautions here in the opening 10 laps. Jason Staney there in turn number 4 will be on the loud pedal. We're back green flag racing down the front straightaway here at Bristol.
About an equal distance from first to second as it is the second to third there, so top 3 spread out a little bit. I got Josh Raquel trying to make a move into the 4th position. There on the bottom, going to try to throw a slide job here. He's going to put in a 4 machine. 4 machine going to try to cross over, but it's not going to be there.
Yeah, I had
to the 4th position.
I had a blip there for Cody Terry. Went back to check on him. Nothing. Didn't look like he had spun or anything, so we take it back up front. As Matt was saying, Piquel takes 4th away from Bragman. And now behind him, these guys battling hard. Brett Perigo, Taylor James behind him. Sheridan right in front of him. As those 3 under a blanket. Roberts right in front of them as well. Roberts currently in 6th, the first man out of the top 5. Back up to Bragman as Roberts starts to catch him there in turns 1 and 2. As you don't often see Chris up top there, as we saw a puff of smoke out of Piquel's 33. But luckily, he just brushed the wall ever so slightly. And will continue on here tonight as we look up top here as Roberts and now Bragman go to battle for the 5th spot. Roberts going to have the advantage on the outside and give the spot to him down the back straightaway, Matt.
And while all that's going on, we do have a battle for the lead as these guys are slide jobbing each other every corner, crossing over. Darren Detweiler is able to catch up here.
That's going to be caution. Just as I was talking about him.
Sure who's going to be scored with the lead there? I don't know who crossed it last lap.
Well, just as I started talking about him here, I believe John Bragman involved in this one. If I can find him, there's the 4 machine of Bragman. Let's take a look at this replay here because something very interesting happened as we were watching. As we were watching that battle for the lead here. There's Bragman and the 15 of Sheridan. They make contact. Sheridan gets up to the wall. Bragman starts to spin now after contact between the 1 car and he. 15 more involved. Sheridan goes around. 21 slides into it. Let's see here. Who else we got getting in this mix? See if Isley comes in at the end here. Brent Strickler is up there as well. Let's see if we can find everybody else involved here. Oh, looks like it's just between those few machines as the caution does end after that. So now, Matt, what our 5th caution of the night so far. This one involving multiple drivers as they were all battling hard for position.
And it's looking like the 115 of Eric Tupper lead here on this restart. They were battling pretty hard there. It was getting interesting. Like I said, they were throwing side jobs every corner, crossing each other over. It was getting real fun there.
And the way it looks, it's going to get right back to being fun on this restart as those two just about mirroring each other in lap times thus far. Detweiler never too far out of the picture here. Remember, Matt, we have literally like almost 190 laps to go, 185 to be exact, to go in this 200-lap race. So there is time for everything to happen and then some. I can guarantee you the possibility here of having to stop for fuel puts a big blister in this race for a lot of guys. So let's see what kind of race we're in for here with 185 still to go. But so far, Tupper and Staney have been the fastest cars, but they have a lot of work. Their work is definitely cut out for them here as we get set to take the green flag once again.
Yeah, I was wondering how this fuel situation was going to work out because you don't really see dirt races going this long. Well, you see big blocks doing races like this in real life, but it's
not this long.
Not
This is an extremely long race, I will tell you.
There's big block races that are 200 laps long in real life.
Not on half-mile tracks, though, but we're seeing it tonight here on iRacing.
This track, no.
Not, yeah, but we're seeing it here tonight as they continue green flag racing. And there's a caution already. Looks like Michael Sheridan is involved in this one. Let's take a look at the replay here. Sheridan going to be slid by the 1 machine. Does he clear him? He does, but Sheridan gets punted by the 0. That'll be, Taylor James? Yeah, Taylor James in the 0. Gets into the back of Michael Sheridan's 15 car. Around goes Sheridan. 5 cautions, Matt, now in 17 laps. Looks like we're unfortunately picking up right where we left off last Thursday night.
Yeah, unfortunate to see here because I'm looking at this top 5 right here, and I'm really liking this top 5. I want to see this battle ensue here.
Yeah, as do I. And we'll see what kind of calls are made here from race control as far as what the restart's going to look like. But Eric Tupper, like you said momentarily, is your race leader. And if we can get that green flag run we're wanting to see, like you're saying, Staney's going to be quick. Detweiler's still in the mix. Piquel, obviously. Roberts will be there as well. I mean, don't count out any of these guys here in the top 10. All the way to Andrew May right now. May's been quick all night long. Just hasn't had the green flag run to really be able to do anything with it. And, of course, your series mainstays, Kevin Handley, second in points. Needs a big run here tonight, but has to be able to make some passes to make it happen. So that's your big kicker there for a guy that's sitting outside of the top 10 right now, currently in 11th. And then right behind him is Todd LeBaub. LeBaub's been quick all year, besides a few spouts of bad luck. But, you know, if he catches all the right moves here tonight, could be a major player towards the end of this race, especially when you count in the factor of a possible pit stop halfway through this race. So what do we have here, Matt? I believe lights going out there on the iRacing pace car. The field begins to bunch back up here. A few drivers in the pits right now. Sheridan, Paolo, Terry's back on the speedway a few laps down. And now Jaden Bingaman, after his earlier incident, just finally gets enough damage repaired to where he can get back out on the speedway as the field shuffles through and we get set to go back racing here at the dirt track at Bristol Motor Speedway. Still shy of 20 laps. Only 16 have been scored so far as we get set for a green flag out of turn number 4. Here comes Eric Tupper on the loud pedal. Great restart there for the number 115 car. As we look back to the field here and see how these guys work through 1 and 2 this time. As Jimmy Barr's got Brent Strickler to his inside. That's a battle back there for the 18th position. Up in front of these guys, 73 of Larry Moody working the bottom of the racetrack to perfection. Gets around the 28 of Sharp. Moody's up to 15th. Up in front of him here, there's Kevin Handley, second place in points, right behind Dean Reynolds, still riding 11th. Andrew May still 9th. Go back up front here. Let's look at the battle for second. Detweiler has it now as Eric Tupper with a big problem here. Tupper to the bottom of the speedway as we have another caution. This one, the caution's not on Eric Tupper as Tupper pulled up limp there. See if we can find out exactly who that was. May have actually been Eric Tupper there. Let's just go to the replay just in case, because Eric Tupper really pulled up limp. Not sure if you saw anything there, Matt, but
it wasn't. The caution wasn't on him. He just hit the wall and he bounced off of it, but he never came to a stop. I think it was on him.
Okay, yeah, he does get up into the wall there, so not on Tupper is the caution. We may never know. But Eric Tupper now to the pits, looking like he's going to try and repair some damage here. Still shy of 20 laps as there's some right front damage for Eric Tupper. Maybe some suspension parts going wrong on that number 115 as well. New race leader as it's turned over to Jason Steiny in car number 57. Jason Steiny. We'll figure it out before the end of this one, I promise. But that 57 back on point here for this next restart.
Yeah, I saw the same reaction as we saw last week when these cars hit the wall, so not sure if it's a glitch, more so just that exposed right front just bouncing off that wall. but pretty similar to what we were seeing a lot last week.
Yeah, definitely has something to do with one or the other. I'll tell you that. But yeah, these guys, anytime they hit the wall, they're gonna bounce with that open right front. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll definitely see if anybody is able to master Bristol Motor Speedway here tonight. Still shy of 20 laps here of 200. As Roberts moves up into the top 5, he'll be restarting 4th. Perigo rounds out the top 5. For this one, right behind him, the Ford machine of Bragman. We saw him involved in that caution earlier, but still in this race is John Bragman there in the Ford car. As we get set for another restart, Dakota Kuhn pulling up to the back of the field here. He'll come out of the pits. Jason Steiny continues to lead us here in the number 57. I've said his name 4 different times since we started. I'm going to get it right one of these times. I believe it's Stenny, but we'll go back green flag race and we'll figure that one out later. As we restart into what seems to be lap number 19 for the 57 machine. Detweiler second, Paquel, Perigo your top 4 as Roberts drops a spot on that restart. Hobart and Bragman battling it out right now for the 6th spot. As Bragman slows down the front straightaway, gets punted by the 31 machine of May. May goes to the outside to try and get around it. Bragman going to lose a couple here on the restart. So what happened there to Kevin Hanley? He goes from 11th to 6th in the blink of an eye here as the 110 finally starting to hit his stride here as we get a couple of green flag laps in. Andrew May up into the outside wall. May going to hold on to it. He's riding in 8th right now. LaBalbe currently rounds out the top 10. Actually give it to Reynolds as May gets tight there in turns 3 and 4. Contact from the 79 of Reynolds. As May going to get back up to the top here, bang the boards one more time here at the dirt track in Charlotte. Uh-oh, there's another one, another caution. We'll wave here.
But for Perigo.
It does, in fact, look like it is for Perigo there in the car number 1. Brett Perigo goes around, and he will now pull it into the pits. As Perigo races down the front straightaway, he was behind the 33P of Paquel. Up on the top side of the racetrack, gets a little too high into the wall and up into the catch fence. Therefore, Perigo couldn't get it out of it, so he would have to tow, unfortunately. Possibly popped a motor as well there as you saw that smoke come out of the number 1 machine. And that brings us caution here on lap number 23. 7th caution of the night so far. Here with 23 laps in the books of 200. Still, 77, 78 laps to go here at the dirt track at Bristol Motor Speedway.
And I know I normally use, I normally say how many features we have left in a race. But
a lot.
I don't know how many features we have left in this race.
A bunch. Multiples of features left in this one. Let's see if these guys are...
Multiple crown jewels.
Yes, multiple crown jewels are left in this race. We'll see if these guys can, sort it out. But so far, have not been able to, unfortunately. But still plenty of time left for everybody to find their groove in this main event here tonight. As the 57 leads us down the back stretch once again. Lights still on the pace car. So that must mean that we are coming to the 1 to go to green this time.
Kevin Hanley's making his way out through the field. He looks like what was that?
Yeah, we'll restart fifth, yeah.
Position.
Yeah, Hanley making his way through the field. Points leader Paquel making his way to the field, +2. Hanley's +9. A couple other guys. Westfall, your hard charger so far, +17. As he has gone from 28th to 12th. As the green flag flies once again over Jason Stanny. And we are back green here on lap number 23 of 200 at the Bristol Motor Speedway. As LeBalb gets way loosey-goosey down to the bottom. I believe he's going to keep it under control. We're going to stay green. This place becoming very treacherous here tonight as these guys going 2 and 3 wide through the corners as we hop into lap number 24.
Kevin Hanley with a great restart that last one. As he has moved up and around the 93 of Chris Robertson. Now he's riding in the 4th position. He's using the bottom line, so maybe he found something down there as another caution will fly.
Yep, this one again, Justin Sick. Sick involved in the first caution of the night. Again involved here as I believe this will be number 8. As he and the 94 of LeBalb make contact. LeBalb doesn't give an inch, and Sick gets into him and goes up into the wall here. And that will bring out caution number 8 of the night in only 26 laps here at the dirt track at the Bristol Motor Speedway.
Are 1/8 done with the race so far.
That's it?
1/8. I know you probably said it earlier, but give me a reminder. Our race leader, is he a new name to the series, or is he just first
time I've seen him with the series here? Obviously not on our points list, so yeah, definitely first time at least this season, but first time I've ever seen Jason Stenny enter the mix here with the DOB Big Block Modifieds, and so far so good as Eric Tupper out of the race. So Stanny has his work cut out for him here. Detweiler still a challenger. So is Paquel now, who is in 3rd. And hard charging up to 4th so far for Kevin Hanley. He is looking good there in that 110 car. 2nd in points, looking to bridge the gap between he and the 33P of Paquel. And then right behind him is 3rd place in points. So you got your leader, your 2nd, and your 3rd all in order right now. Paquel, Hanley, and Roberts. As they sit in points, as Dakota Kuhn catches up to the back of the field once again for another restart here. Still shy of 30 laps of 200. As the 57 of Stanley will fire at a turn number 4. Green flag going to be back in the air here at Bristol.
Kell, Hanley, and Roberts all going to choose to run the bottom line there in turns 1 and 2, and the top in 3 and 4. But Hanley going to run the middle down to the bottom coming off of turn 4. Still, though, about half a second behind Paquel. Paquel going to actually rip the lip here, as we will have another caution.
That we will. This one will be for Andrew May, driver of the 31 car, Andrew May. As we hit that replay button, and we'll see what happened here to the 31. He comes out of turn number 4 Out of turn 22. When does it happen for Andrew? Oh, there it is. Gets in the back of Roberts, then up and over. He goes multiple times, catches that catch fence. Oh, gosh, he shoots into the sky. Somebody call NASA because Andrew May just took their job. Wow. That was crazy. Matt, go back and watch that if you haven't already. Andrew May just did his best Buzz Aldrin impression. Yes, that's the first astronaut that came to mind. Oh, man.
All right, watching it. Okay, in the catch fence.
Yep, keep watching.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Andrew May.
God.
Andrew May just got his pilot's license and took flight here at Bristol, ladies and gentlemen.
That is ridiculous.
That is going on TikTok. We're going to make Andrew May the most famous big block modified pilot in all the land.
Hopefully he don't forget about little old us.
No, hopefully not. As we cross the 1 hour mark here for the event, 57 of Standing continues to lead here. Over Detweiler, Piquel, Hanley, Roberts now in the top 5. Reynolds, Hobart, Stoltz, Moody, Bragman. Your top 10. Larry Moody plus 18 right now. That's 73. Silent but deadly so far. He's picked up 18 spots since the start of this race.
Looks like we're going to be going green here. That green flag action going to be lap 28 once we come back to the green flag. And Stanny off to the races here as he's going to get a good start over second place, Darren Detweiler. Detweiler going to choose the bottom. Piquel going to take the open door at the top. He's not going to quite get there. Looks like the bottom might be working a little bit here. Not in turns 3 and 4 as Piquel blows up the doors off of that 3 machine.
He sure does. Piquel to second, Detweiler back to third. Hanley, Roberts, your top 5. We are green flag racing. Stoltz down on the bottom trying to make some headway. Moody. Oh, Lord. Pile up in turn number 4. As we have got caution. Once again, let's take a look at it. So it happens out in front of these guys. Let's see. Yeah, Jimmy Barr, I believe, starts it off there. Then the rest of the field piles in. 15 and 9 involved. And that will draw yellow yet again here in this main event.
Did we send another car to Mars here?
No, not quite. No cars went to Mars this time, but a lot of them are involved. Yeah, a lot of sheet metal damage being served up hot and fresh here tonight. As we are still shy of 30 laps. Oh no, maybe not shy of 30. We might be cross 30 now. 10th caution in 30 laps here with the DOB Big Block Modifieds, and this is not a normal showing for these guys. They usually, put together a really, really solid race, but Bristol proving to be a very, very tough customer tonight, as a lot of bent sheet metal so far, with everybody, racing to try and get as much as they can out of these final couple of races. Piquel, leader in points. Hanley, second in points. Roberts, Detweiler's fourth in points right now as we sit. He is currently 48 points behind guy who is 2 spots behind him, Chris Roberts. as the field shuffles around here, still trailing that iRacing pace car. Trying to catch the lights here, still on, so still at least one more lap before we take that green flag.
Yeah, since Bristol, the base track is an asphalt track, they go by the the asphalt pacing rules, and I think they take an extra pace lap on that side of things. We are going green here. Pace car should be dipping off any minute. That 57 machine gonna get on the loud pedal. Piquel trying to time the fire up, but he just quite couldn't get it. But still off to a good start here.
That they are. Handley chasing down Detweiler, Roberts rounding out the top 5 as we set through 3 and 4 here. Back behind them, starting to become a battle here. Hobart on the bottom in the 13 car. Stoltz right in front of him in the 01. We look even further back. These guys in a pack of cars right now. 28 of Sharp, a little bit tight, get into the corner, drop some speed. Let the 38 machine of Strickler catch up to him. Now in turns 3 and 4, Strickler having to get on the binders to see off of the 28 of Sharp, who's on the bottom of the speedway. 11 machine of LaFawn. 17 of Isley. Look like they're going to get around both these guys. And LaFawn and Westfall get together here. If I can find him, there he is. Matt Westfall goes around. And that draws our 11th caution of the night.
Eleventh caution here on lap 33. That means there's been an average green flag run of 3 laps.
Yeah. Sounds about right. As we sit right now. So look back at your leaders here. 57 of Stenny hasn't had to do any hard work so far tonight. As, like you said, an average green flag run of 3 laps. And remember, we had that one run of like 7 or 8 before a caution. But ever since then, we have been green caution, green caution. So we are greatly awaiting a green flag run that could really change the landscape of this race as we progress on, and it's still well shy of halfway. That comes at lap 100.
I don't know, with all these caution laps, that's taking a toll on the fuel as well. So if they keep it up like this, they might have to make a few pit stops.
And also the time limit. Do we have a time limit here tonight, Matt?
Yeah, we do. The time limit is 2 hours. So far, it's been 41 minutes.
Ah.
2 hours and 40 minutes. So we have another 2 hours for time limit.
Got it. So another 2 hours for the time limit. I sure hope it does not come to that for both of our sakes here. Both of us got to get up and go to work early in the morning.
Not me.
Oh, well, congratulations that you do not, but I certainly do.
Oh yeah, you the UPS man. You got plenty of work.
Little old delivery boy here. Stenny gets on the loud pedal. Green flag gonna fly down the front straightaway, and the big block's back underway here on lap number 34. As some drivers trying to make some moves here towards the mid-pack here a little bit early for all that. Strickler jumped to the outside there as we work our way back through the field with the cameras here. Strickler on the outside. There's the 79 of Rowley. Caution flag again. Jeremy Zarfos involved in this one. Racing down the backstretch, 15 of Sheridan comes down the track. Zarfos into him. And just around, nothing more for Zarfos. He toes in anyways. So we have 12 cautions now in 36 laps. Still can't wait here, Matt, for racing to pick back up in the real world. As we'll get back to the Talking Dirt podcast ASAP with the Wild West Shootout coming up in just a few weeks. I believe about 30 days until the Wild West Shootout. Unsanctioned event again. I believe Flow Racing going to do the coverage for that one, so we'll be able to watch it. But some big racing coming to the Southeast next season. Of course, the Mid-East starting their own super late model series. Of course, Mid-East's been around with Thunder Bomber Street Stock, 604, 602s, all kind of good stuff, even modifieds as of late. Of course, some big blocks will be running in real life close to home here at Lakeview, and not too long from now, the middle of January. So that one should be a blast. January or February on that one. I'm not 100% sure just yet. But speaking of the sim, here comes the green flag as we get set. One to go to green this time. For Stenny and company. Pakel right behind him. Has been trying to make a move here, but just doesn't have the green flag run to make anything happen. As we have had a caution every time that business is about to pick up. Detweiler in third, Hanley in fourth, Robertson fifth for the restart.
Track's starting to work in pretty good here. The top's still kind of where you want to be, but Denny off to a great start here. Kel's going to pull off from the three of Detweiler a little bit there on the restart. Hanley and Roberts right back to the bottom.
Absolutely. Was look back at the med pack here. LaBalbe on the very bottom of the speedway. Rolly right behind him. Got a bit loosey-goosey. Tupper trying to work his way back through the field. He's currently 18th as Eric Tupper trying to get back up towards the front as he works his way around Billy Rolly there in the 79 car. That's going to be a driver to keep an eye on through the remainder of these laps. Still over 160 to go here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. As LaFawn makes quick work of Larry Moody there on the inside of him. Now working on the 13 of Hobart. Up to Kyle Stoltz in the 01. He's on the inside of Dean Reynolds in the number 18 car. Reynolds will clear him down the front straightaway as he works on Chris Roberts. Here's Roberts still on the bottom of the speedway. Back up front, Hanley, Detweiler, Pakel, Stanny, all single filed out as we go back to a pack of cars here, led by Jeff Sharp in the 28. Is looks like the 15 gonna drive up the track in front of the 115. Those two battling for position here. Sick in 15th, Tupper in 16th, and there's the caution. Looks like it's Jaden Bingaman for a second time tonight in the Waste Management number 3 is Bingaman here. Had the 51 of Westfall come right up into his racing path, and up and over goes Bingaman for the second time tonight. And that will possibly end that young man's run here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. As we chopped off a couple there, Matt, but not quite as many as we wanted to.
No, not quite.
And here comes the field.
Not quite, but
I called the race, guys.
Ah. So, ladies and gentlemen, watching at home, looks like a big twist here as the race has been called short due to the number of cautions we've had in such a short time. So your official winner is Jason Stanny. I believe coming home second at the time here was... Oh, that one's all screwed up there. Coming home second. Oh, gosh, was it Piquel there in 33P? And then Deltweiler rounded out the top three. The rest will be figured out by race control once they get all their stuff situated there. But my live timing and scoring, of course, all screwed up as a result of calling the race slightly early here. We do apologize that it was cut short, but we're going to try and possibly have a word with tonight's race winner. While we wait on that, I want to make sure that you guys are reminded that tonight's broadcast of the DOB Big Block Modified Series brought to you, of course, by Wicked Cushion Esports, Jay-Z Photography, Forrest Weggy, the I-55 lawyer in Missouri, Caveman Designs, Design Metal Art, and so many more here. We appreciate everybody who came on board to support the DOB Big Block Modified Series live on TDTV. Does not look like we have our race winner in here to talk to tonight. So, I believe, unfortunately, that's going to do it here. And hopefully we get back to some, clean and green flag racing next week for the finale over at the dirt track in Charlotte. We do apologize once again, ladies and gentlemen, but that will cut the broadcast short here tonight from the Bristol Motor Speedway. Of course, Matt has been with me. I have been Ryan Williams. This has been another episode of the DOB Big Block Modifieds on TDTV. And we are praying for a great last week as we head to the dirt track at Charlotte next Thursday night. We'll see you then. Have a Merry Christmas, by the way. This is, I guess, a Christmas present to you all, seeing us live here. But Merry Christmas to everybody, and to all, a good night.